Good morning. I'm Lacey Shippey on the Rural Radio Network, and it's time to take a look at our midday livestock trade with livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. And Kyle, we are seeing a very strong day for our cattle complex after some higher cash trade last week. Tell me what you're making of the market today.
Well, that's right, Lacey. It's kind of your normal early start to the week here. Like we've seen, they push it higher early in the week and then kind of sell it off mid to late week and then turn around and try to buy it again here as the week opens up after higher cash trade. Now, we did see higher cash trade here on Friday after the close and on Saturday. We did see 249, as high as 249 paid there in Kansas. We did see 249, 248. A lot of the bids started out at 244 and 245. And then we did see Nebraska coming in here around that 244 to 246 area. A lot of that 380 to 383 on a dress basis traded here in Nebraska as well last week. So cash was higher, obviously, in some places $4, sometimes some places $5 higher than the previous week. Feeder cattle, same sort of situation here over the weekend here, where it's going to be a couple updates here of the index here today. But the index looks like it's going to be up $1.14 with a daily average of 377.87 on 11,420 head. Monday's feeder index was up $1.06 here at 376.14 with a daily average 375.49 on 10,996 head. Oklahoma City was 373 up $4. Joplin 364 up $3. Erickson and Worthing were both 383, and looks like we could be making a run here at that record high of the index at 376.51 here, which printed back in October here. Tuesday sales are pretty light here, but the lineup for Wednesday looks pretty good, and I think we could be reporting a new record high here on this index yet this week if things hold together. So we did get some of these feeder contracts up here within spitting distance here of those old contract highs here. We did see this March get up to 372.25. We're back at 370 right now, so about 2.25 off our highs.
Well, thank you, Kyle. That is livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted with a look at our midday trade here on the Rural Radio Network.
Growers have spoken, and they're raving about Storin corn herbicide. We surveyed over 1,000 customers who've made the switch to Storin, and 99% said they'd recommend it to a friend. That's right, 99%. With a 9 out of 10 satisfaction rating, it's clear why Storin is the herbicide customers can count on. But don't just take our word for it. Ask your Syngenta retailer or visit storinreviews.com to read testimonials from Storin users near you. Always read and follow label instructions.
Planting early can push your soybean yield, but it also brings more weed pressure. This year, choose a crop-safe solution that holds back weeds, not your beans. With Tendovo pre-emergence herbicide, you'll get long-lasting residual control, stronger stands, and faster canopy closure, so your soybeans can surge all season. And on the yield monitor at harvest, ask your retailer for Tendovo today. Always read and follow label instructions.
Welcome back to the Rural Radio Network for a check of your markets. A firm U.S. dollar and weak energy futures are pressuring our grain markets here at midday, with crude oil prices lower, despite some reports that Iran has closed the Strait of Hormuz. And corn and wheat markets are lower, testing their trendline support here to start the shortened trading week. Weekly export inspections for corn for last week were strong at almost 1.5 million metric tons, holding the year-to-date pace at 144%. And soybeans are slightly higher, holding the upper end of the range. We're starting to see some overbought conditions come into place, and weekly exports were solid last week at 1.2 million metric tons. Yearly pace is now at 68%. And wheat is down today with some moisture moving in across the plains this week. Inspections last week were good, with yearly pace at 119%. March corn is down 4 at 427 3/4. May down 5 1/4 at 436 3/4. March soybeans up 4 3/4 at 1137 3/4. May up 3 1/2 at 1152. Chicago March wheat down 11 1/2 at 537 1/4. May down 6 3/4 at 541 3/4. Kansas City March wheat down 4 1/2 at 538. May down 4 1/4 at 549 1/2. April live cattle are up 192 at 242.50. June up 195 at 238.10. March feeders up 420 at 370.35. April up 397 at 367.42. April lean hogs up 87 cents at 92.15. May up $1.75 at 97.05. And class 3 milk for March up 15 cents